Somebody said our ratings are bad. Maybe we could just go into that. We got 125 people in the room. Let's
Oh,
go into the ratings.
Got it.
All right, so I tried to piece this together. Let me go to the actual, if y'all could see this on your screen, tried to piece this together. These are the final ratings that Coop and I came up with, and what we wanted to do in this show, we wanted to address some of the things that you guys said in the comment section. And you guys can say some of the stuff here in the chat as well. One of the more interesting things that I saw, well, let me start it off like this. I put out a test. Well, I was telling Coop yesterday, I was like, look, I dig your argument about Nas's legacy. We all know Nas's legacy is a 10, but the fact that the public has made it a 9, it made me feel different about what I gave LL for legacy. So I was like, you know what? We all know LL's legacy is a 10, but I was like, let me put this a 9 just to see if anybody's going to say anything about it. And if people didn't say anything about it, maybe it really is a 9. None of you guys said anything about LL. I mean, we got a whole bunch of feedback about Eminem's rating, Jay-Z's competitive era. We're going to cover all of these things. DMX being rated so highly, which, again, we'll address all of that. But nothing about LL's legacy being a 9. I think it's a shame that probably the most I think that he is the most worthy of having a 10 legacy, but he doesn't. And even when he got nominated, he finally got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and not to say that bars anything on hip hop, but he got 6 nominations and finally got in. And then when he actually got inducted, I mean, let's just be real, he was upstaged by Jay-Z, and everybody act like it was just Jay-Z getting inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Curtis Black says LL's legacy is a 10. Yeah, I would like to think that, but based on the way people treat LL Cool J and what my good friend here, Coop, was saying about how you guys, or not you guys, but how the public's treated Nas, shit, I dare say that LL's legacy is an 8.
I was about to say, so let's get this straight. It's okay for LL's legacy to be a 9, but it's not okay for Nas's legacy to be a 9.
I feel like Nas is held higher than LL.
No, if you want to hold him higher overall and has an MC, that's fine. But we are talking about the guy that made radio, right? And I Need Love, and Mama Said Knock You Out. I mean, you want to keep it, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Like it's the fact that nobody said anything about his legacy being a 9, and that's why I was talking that shit I was talking earlier. I was like, well, not based on what I've been seeing in the comments, because people are so up in here trying to put Nas so high or defend Eminem when we talk about it, or say we're shitting on Kendrick, when the fact of the matter is that y'all don't have any material in the last 5 years to support any argument that you want to give for him. And all these things happen, but y'all let us give LL a 9 for legacy
and not say anything about it.
You tell us that our ratings suck? No, y'all suck.
Jay Short says, is the 10 or 20 pack of female MCs on the way? Yeah, we got more MCs on the way. And that's the other thing we're going to do today, too. We want to talk to y'all about who are the next 10 people that we should pick. The real Leonard Washington says, I didn't even catch the LL legacy being a 9. Of course, no one's paying attention to LL. Everybody was concerned about Wayne's Voice and Catalog not getting a 10. Method Man having a higher rating than Jay-Z somehow, and we'll get into that. Eminem should be higher than Pun, but no one cares about LL like that, unfortunately.
Y'all whack.
I've always said this. I think the LL needs a biopic for people to understand how important LL Cool J is to hip-hop. The whole 16 bar, 8 chorus, 16 bar format comes from LL Cool J.
I want people to understand that Mike said this to me yesterday, early evening, about giving LL a 9 for legacy, and I actually got upset with him. And then he was like, no, we need to do it to see what the people are going to do. And y'all are so disappointing right now today. Look at y'all.
It's all
you just let Mike play y'all, because I was like, no, Mike. I'm like, that's LL. That legacy is a 10. And he's like, no, let's see if anybody's even going to say anything about his legacy not being a 10. Cool. Shame on y'all.
Well, okay, let's rewind. I think that
Quiet as hell in the
based
chat.
on your assessment of what legacy means, being a 10, it's your impact is part of it, but the other parts of it are how people hold you and how high people hold you. And if we're all honest about ourselves, we know LL and his impact and all that shit is beyond. But does hip hop as a whole hold LL as high as we should?
No.
And if that answer is no, then it can't be a 10.